All right, so today we're gonna be making some short ribs. This one we're doing the 3-bone short ribs, which is the best ribs that you can get. That has perfect marbling and it's very, very meaty. So I highly recommend that versus the 4-bone ribs. All right, now we're getting our Oklahoma Joe smoker set up. We're gonna reuse the previous charcoal that I had left. And this one's just gonna shake it up a bit. We're using the Devil's Lump Charcoal, extra large. Spread it up a little bit. And the final touch here is going to be the tumbleweeds, royal oak. I only just put one. I don't like to waste it, and you don't need to put a lot of them. I like to put it right in the middle if I'm gonna do a short-ish cook. This should take about 4 hours total. Set it up here, light it up, and it's gonna go around, evenly around, so it's the best, in my opinion, to get an even cook. This is on grass, so you obviously don't wanna have it in grass, otherwise you'll start a fire. So we're just gonna move this over to some bricks I have. The charcoals are getting started. I can see that there is some ashing around where I had the wick, but it's good enough so I can start from here. I don't need to wait any longer. I'm gonna pour it right in the middle here. One thing you want to do when you're starting is make sure you have, in this one, all your vents open to create enough airflow. We're heating up the Oklahoma Joe Bronco, but it's a good temperature for us to do the setup. This is nice and ready. We're gonna put the heat diffuser. I like to put just a pan just for the drippings, just so that it doesn't get very dirty. And then we're just gonna put the grate and let it go to temperature. For this one, I like to go to 275 degrees. Short ribs can't handle that much heat because it has quite a bit of intermuscular fat, and also it has a fat cap that I left on, so it won't hurt it to be at that temperature. One thing I'd like to note here is that the built-in gauge in this runs about 25 degrees cooler, so I will be using meat thermometers that is going to give me ambient temperature and also will give us the internal temperature. For the Oklahoma Joe Bronco, it's very important to manage your temperature, and you do that by the means of using your vents. Now, this one likes to run a little hotter, so in order to reduce the temperature, you want to close it, and we're going to just drop it to 1 and see how that goes. How you do that is you change the temperature and wait about 10 to 15 minutes to see how it responds. Probably in this one, we're gonna actually drop it even to halfway, so a quarter. Today, we're also gonna be using the Inkbird wireless thermometers. I like to use 2 just to get a range of the temperatures that's going on in the meat. And as I mentioned, we're gonna be cooking some short ribs. This is the 3-bone. You want to find the thickest part in between the bones in order to put the thermometers. And I'm simply going to find where the bone is and go in between. These thermometers have a little notch. You want to go all the way through the notch, or about so. For this thermometer, the receiver needs to be close to the thermometers. So we're gonna bring it right next to it. Temperature is about 250 here. As I mentioned, this is running cooler in the thermometer really. So 250 really is 275. I'm gonna put this right in the middle. Close the vent. And right now, one thing I will do, because this thermometer is magnetic, the receiver is magnetic, I can simply just put it right here in the bottom here. All right, now temperature gauge says that we should be around 200, 201 mark. And this is the temperature that I'm looking for. But it's not only about the internal temperature, it's about poking. So we want to make sure it pokes like butter. All right, this is how it looks. You want to get a close up? Okay, now we're gonna poke. And that reads over the temperature I want. And then we're gonna go right here. That one is a little bit shorter. But even though the temperature is not right, it's poking super nice. So I think it's good. I'm gonna call it. And the next step, it's very simple, is the wrapping. For the wrapping, we're just simply gonna use the butcher paper a couple times. It does not have to be perfect. Then grab a towel. This is whatever towel you can find. And we're gonna put it inside our cooler. We're gonna let it rest for about 30 minutes. If you can wait for longer, good for you. We could rest it for longer, but 30 minutes is like the sweet spot if you're hungry and you have a family waiting to eat. So that's why we made it. We're resting in the cooler. This can get a little messy. Oh, look at that.
Yum, yum, yum.
Now, this paper right here, I recommend saving it because you can use it as fuel for another cook. Now, this is falling apart already.
Wow.
Okay. Do you really want a whole costillar, Sole? To try?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Take your pick. Look how juicy how it's running down here. It's amazing.
I think I'm gonna try this one.
Okay.
No, this one has fat on top. This one.
Okay. You're ready to get your hands dirty?
Yes.
You might need a bib.
Okay. Oh, it's hot.
It's yeah. You get it?
Yeah. Mmm. Delicious and nutritious.